I've been looking forward to watching this since I saw the Untamed music videos for the soundtrack, and it had one of the songs in it from this movie, The Untamed Fatal Journey. So it interested me, but I couldn't find the movie, and I didn't want to watch it from an illegal site. Even then, I couldn't find it until recently. Someone sent me a link saying it's up and you can watch it now. And it is one of these things for me. Like, Nie Huai Song is such an interesting character when you find out the mastermind element of it. And obviously, having this movie will really cement what actually happened and how he figured things out, maybe. I also did like in the music video the special effects that came with this. So I think that also pipped my interest because I want to see just where they go with it. That was a really good follow up movie. I The graphics were so well done. That's kind of what I was picturing when I was watching The Untamed. So to see it was so good. They really upped their game with with the Fatal Journey movie. Uh, I didn't realize 80 minutes had passed. It really went so quickly. I was like, oh, the movie's about to end. What? Song Hwai, yeah, you get to meet him, and then you knew he was going to die anyway because of him not being in the show. So it's like, okay, but how? And how Hwai Song, like how he pieced everything together at the end? Because we saw the foreshadowing of it with how good he was with puzzles and figuring things out. And the look at the end, oh, that was such a good look. And it really, really does lay his character so much better. We saw someone after all these years who stood up for themselves more, didn't want to sacrifice and do stuff like that, but oh, that change in him at that end part, the way he looked, that was him controlling his anger and wanting revenge, but also knowing that he's the only one who pieced it together. To, that is so smart on his part, and that look, and we know what that look is, and what it was someone's downfall. Now we know was the moment their downfall started, and I just think it was beautifully done, because it looked like the budget was bigger. The post production, you have to give it to post production. They really added in such beautiful and smart trickeries of the eye for you to really see what was going on. They post production really did a really good job, because yes, you could see the CGI, but for me, it really worked. It just really felt like this budget was a lot more, and we know the budgets, even if they're on the lower side for certain shows, they I think this might have been on the lower side for a period drama, but it was still phenomenal. And to see what they can do and what they added, yeah, I just was on tenterhooks on elements, but obviously we knew the outcome because I've seen the Untamed. But yeah, it was just how it all came about at the end as well that really like made me go, okay, I really need to go and watch this. There's also another movie, so I have to watch that at some point. I was thoroughly impressed. There wasn't a single dull moment in this. You were really trying to understand it. They packed in a lot. So they had the action, which always for me I enjoy, but they added in the family drama. We had them at loggerheads, almost at one another's throats, then them coming together and the reconciliation, and then fighting together. There was a lot of anguish. They went through a lot of feelings and moments to really highlight it. And the music really did a good job as well, because they would have it slowly and quietly in the background and then build a crescendo as it went along, and near the end. It was honestly, I do think it's one of these movies that even if you don't watch The Untamed, this will set you up for an idea of what's to come. It really does layer Nia Huai song. Like, it just adds so much to his character, because with Nia Huai song, he he felt so overwhelmed and underdeveloped in his skills when we meet him. I honestly thought he was going to die. Uh, Not in this, obviously, another show, and then to see how he's progressed here and just what he's become, how it all changes, and like just that end part as well. It's a big highlight, and just, whew, like that's it. Things have flipped for him, and there's no going back. And as we know, there is no going back, and it really makes a lot more sense as well when you see everything play out and how it came about. Just how he figured that out was so smart, and the fact that we visually could see it, I applaud them so much for allowing us to visually see everything. I'm a visual person, so for me to be able to see all of that just added a lot to it. I recommend anyone, even if you haven't seen the Untamed or the other movie, to just watch this, because I feel like this really tells you a lot, a lot.